Jai Sri Krishna. And the other day, I was reading that saints and sages from all religious traditions over the centuries have recognized the importance of silence and inner listening. Some refer to it as the voice of God or the conscience, the source or the true self. There are many voices that vie for attention and they need to be discerned so that the inner voice, which always speaks with truth and love, with integrity and purity, can be heard. Maybe the problem with us is that we live with so much noise that we don't listen to that which I call clear and soft voice that always speaks with us. But having said that, most relationships break because of lack of communication. And I thought I would share these points that I had collected over the years with you. When are you listening and when you are not listening? I'm sure you know most of it, but I thought a reminder would be nice. You are not listening to me when you have an answer to my problem before I finish telling you what my problem is. When while we listen to the other, we are always already thinking about how do I retaliate. So you have an answer to my problem before I finish telling you what my problem is, then you are not listening to me. You are not listening to me when you cut me off before I finish speaking. You are not listening to me when you feel critical about my vocabulary or accent. Here I'm trying to tell you a point and you say you don't speak good English or your accent is not nice. You're not listening. You don't want to listen to the real thing. You're not listening to me when you're dying to tell me something. You're not listening to me when you tell me about your more important experiences, making mine seem unimportant. And when are you listening to me? You listen to me when you grasp my point, even when it is against your sincere convictions. You are listening to me when you really try to understand me, even when I'm not making any sense. You are listening to me when you allow me the dignity of allowing me to make my own decisions, even though you think they may be wrong. You are listening to me when you do not offer me philosophical or religious advice when you sense I'm not ready for it. You know, when my children call me, sometimes trying to share something with me, I always tell them, so are you venting or are you looking for advice? So if they are wanting to vent, I keep quiet and just listen to them. And then maybe when they finish, they say, okay, now you speak and say, what do you think? So you do not offer me philosophical or religious advice when you sense I'm not ready for it. You just allow me to vent. And you are listening to me when you give me enough room to discover for myself what is really going on. So believe me, if you think of this, your relationships will improve. And maybe you will remember me. And maybe if you enjoy my videos, maybe you will subscribe and maybe you put in a like, yes, and maybe add a nice comment. But until next time, you take care and God bless.